All right. Hey, thank you guys for listening to Local Artists, episode number who knows. I am Taylor Knott.
I'm Frank Sinclair.
And we are local artists.
On our last episode. Looks like my car's broken down today. Guess I won't be driving to the podcast. I'll need to rely on rides. You know what that means. It's time to get dead drunk, baby. Nani? It's time to get drunk and make some podcasting. With his trusty sidekick, Taylor Knott, and other guy, producer, Trace Bailey, will our heroes be able to defeat their ultimate enemy? Responsibility. This was supposed to sound like Japanese. Fuck.
ローカルアーティストポッドキャストは文化の登用を支持していません。
You're so good at those.
Thanks.
That was unbelievable.
Oh, good.
Whew.
Oh, good. I'm glad you liked it.
That was so fun. That was your best one yet.
Thanks.
And that tops chestnuts as slang for tits. Hopefully neither of us make it on SNL.
I wasn't trying to make it racist.
No, you
know
were
what I mean? That felt...
you were celebrating the culture, I think.
Yeah.
I think everybody got that. Very funny. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you for that.
I appreciate it.
I'm looking forward to the other jingles that pop up randomly. And if you guys don't know, these jingles are not, I mean, they're timed out. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to get hit with them.
Your timing for the very beginning was really surprising.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Once again, thank you guys, right? And girls, probably. Not as many.
So many.
I've heard
so many.
Sort of the talk around the water cooler is that women love this podcast.
Well, I'm very much in touch with my femininity.
Yeah, I've always said that about you.
Yeah. I have a soft edge everywhere.
Soft underbelly.
Yeah, exactly.
You've always had a soft underbelly. I was looking at a
smell
picture,
better than I look like I smell.
That's a funny joke.
Thanks.
I saw a picture today because I was on your Instagram from 2020 of you wearing very skinny jeans. And you looked very hot.
Oh, thank you.
I must say, you looked very hot.
All right.
And the caption was something like, Sarah said to look very hot.
Oh, really?
And I thought, you looked very hot.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, it was good. Anywhere you've been this week? Doing some gigs? Okay.
I mean, I made that intro.
Yeah, okay. Well,
that was today, I
had
guess.
thought that there would have been something.
It's our mission to position
jingle.
ourselves as some kind of figurehead. Local art is some kind of farce, but we don't want to just blabber instead. We need a new direction for this segment. So now we'll answer listener questions.
Very good. 2 for 2 on the...
I don't know if we have any listener questions.
We have some. We probably have 6.
I'm going to check mine. That's good. That's more than I thought we would have.
Okay, so the first one comes from a listener named... it's just the Instagram handle, Slade_ER, Slader. And the question is, what's...
Oh, I didn't know where to look.
Yes.
Okay, I have some questions.
That's what I was explaining to you. That's what I was saying.
I'm that unfamiliar with social media on my phone. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'll do the first one. You can do the second one. What's everyone's worst date story?
I don't know my worst date. a horrible moment comes to mind.
I have
though.
a good one.
Okay.
I haven't been on many dates, but one of the first dates I ever went on was with a girl. We were young, and we had been chatting for a few weeks as if we were in some sort of a relationship, texting and calling. And I knew her for a little while before. So we decided we were going to start dating, right? It was kind of a will they, won't they situation for a little bit. And then we're like, let's just do this thing, We went on our first date. I took her to Red Robin.
Classy.
We got into a fight at Red Robin because she said she didn't like Jack Black. And I said, you don't like Jack Black?
Oh
And she
my
said,
God. To me, this is like a meet cute.
So hold on, it gets worse. We're going back and forth, and
Yeah.
then we're like, okay, whatever, right? So then the plan was dinner and then a movie, right? So we got through the dinner barely. We went to get ice cream after. Another little fight, and granted, it's mainly my fault. I'm not one to let little things go. I can see that as a problem in myself. I've never been able to just come. Are you serious? Come on.
Right.
So then we went to ice cream, had another little spat. I don't remember.
You're
what
like,
it was
I don't
on.
even want her to want to kiss me at the end of the date
Yeah.
if she doesn't like Jack Black.
That's right.
What?
We went to the movie. The movie was fine, but we didn't talk. I mean, there was a movie,
Yeah.
but we were upset with each other throughout the entire movie.
Mm.
Then I had parked in some parking garage downtown, and she was going to drive me back to my car.
Mm.
I had thought that I parked in the mall parking lot. I had not. So we were driving all around, and then she was getting really angry with me.
Mm.
She's like, well, how do you not know where you parked? Or she said, you don't know where you parked? And I said, listen,
Generic woman's name.
if I knew where I parked, would be at my car. And that was the end of that relationship. It lasted one date, and that was the worst date because I had talked to her like she was my wife at the end. Are you kidding me right now? If I knew where I parked, would be in my car, you dumb idiot.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse, actually, because then I realized where my car was. It was a different parking garage. I had to walk to it because she had kicked me out of her car. And it was closed. And I was supposed to take the barcode to scan in, but I had thought you were supposed to leave it on the dash of the car, so I didn't have it. So then I had to call my mom, and it was midnight. She came and picked me up, and then I had to go back the next day and spend $60 for overnight parking. And then I didn't hear back from her. I texted her 5 times. I apologized, and I didn't hear back from her.
It was too late.
It was too late. That was probably the worst date
That's
I've
pretty
ever
bad.
had. Yeah.
That's pretty bad. Have you ever taken a finger in the butthole?
These are the riveting questions we were hoping for.
I mean, I think that's fair. I'm just glad that he's participated, honestly.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you, Dylan, for
Thank
your
you, Dylan
question.
H.
I'm happy to answer
Dylan
it
H.
after
Engel.
as soon as Taylor does.
I have a really. No, I haven't. No,
Okay,
I
okay, all right, Kanye West.
I haven't.
Okay,
I haven't.
that's fine.
Oh, come on. Hey, okay.
Well, it's just that you seemed like you had something to say, and then it seemed like you know.
No, I was saying my answer is going
shit,
to be
emergency break.
No, I was saying my answer is going to be really boring on this question.
Okay, then that's fine. I mean, the answer is yes in the sense that I've also given it because it's been me the whole time. I'm not vulnerable enough to allow somebody else to do something like that. That stresses me out. But I would say once in a blue moon. What is that? Like every year and a half or something? Whenever the moon is full,
Whenever the moon is
extra
full, it's
hair
once
grows out of my
every
back,
month,
and
I think.
I'll say I'm sick while my wife's at work, and I'll put a finger
hit the
in my
tub
butthole.
and you'll hit a little. Well, can I ask what finger?
Can't do that in the tub.
I would say that's the best place to do it. You know you're
I
clean.
found the mall is pretty good. No, I'm sorry, that's stupid. The truth is,
that
just
you have.
put it up while you're whacking
Which
off.
finger?
I didn't want to answer that question. That's not stuff that I want to be out there about me, but I do want to answer these questions. And this guy submitted a question, so
You got to answer it.
Every time.
Generally, that's gonna be my move. Is I'm gonna answer it, even if I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
ugh.
And that's very brave of you, by the way.
To share that every time the moon is full,
Can't win.
your moon is filled.
Oh.
Thank you. That's good.
Can you add? Are you able to add it?
Yeah.
All right. We'll add one
Don't
of
do
those.
that. Don't do that. I could add it, but I don't. I
I
think that sucks. Don't add it.
No, don't add one of those. Okay, I have the third question. If you were introducing someone to your co-host, what would you warn them about?
That's a great question.
I'd warn
Who
them
asked
that
that?
my co-host often puts a finger up his backside.
Who asked that question? Too early for a callback, by the way.
Well, yeah.
What would you warn somebody else about? That's a very good question.
Don't tell me how to do comedy either. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I know when it's time for a
Well,
callback.
it's less about trying to actually guide you in the right direction and more about you shutting up about me fingering myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I'm
Like,
sorry. I won't bring
they
it up
already
again.
know it's fine. It's in the podcast. I'm sorry.
I'll wait 20 minutes.
To everybody,
to have a real
I'm
callback.
sorry. Okay, he asked me that question.
He did. You're right.
I would tell them that if I had to warn them, I would feel like I had to warn them if they were like,
Did I do too early callbacks?
no, just on the other side of the
Double early
personality,
callbacks.
just on the other side of the personality spectrum, because you're very like aggressive, confident, disagreeable, believe what you believe and you're not afraid to say it kind of energy, extroverted kind of thing. You're forthright, and you try to be a good man. And there's some duplicity to you, but more once you really get to know who you are. Not you're not like some bullshit LA
Yeah. Can you give a quick
business speak kind of person.
Give a quick example if you have one of my duplicity.
No, I don't want to get into that. I just want to answer the question. So,
Sure. Of course.
I just want to let that accusation just kind of go hang in the air and then fall into the ether.
Yeah, because
So-
you know that's all I'll be thinking about for the next probably
No,
5 days.
No, come on. I mean, I'll tell you off the show. It's fine.
Okay.
Anyway,
Now the listeners are on the edge of their seat, though.
who knows? You're so forthright, so aggressive, disagreeable, believe in yourself, blah, 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 that there are certain people where they're a little softer. They're kind of indoor cats. I'm not trying to signal to anybody. Why did I say that? It's fine. They're
Not
just
trying to signal.
people where, if you hurt somebody's feelings by expressing yourself kind of curtly, you're a bad person. To people like that I like some of those people that I know are about to encounter you for the first time, especially in the context of this is my very good friend and co-host of my show. I'm going
Our
to
show, yeah.
let them know that it's like very well, co-host of my show. You could say co-host of my show. That's fine.
I'm just adding a little joke.
All right. I
Just being forthright and
yeah.
disagreeable.
So I would
and
just
aggressive.
exactly. So I would just let people know that you're not one to mince words and just don't take it too seriously. Because even half the time you'll be making a joke. You
Most
know what
of
I
the
mean?
time, I would
yeah,
say,
a lot
yeah.
of the time, and yeah. So that's what I would warn people about.
Okay.
Okay, hit me.
It's so close to what you said about me that it's
Okay.
almost not repeating.
Okay.
I would
Sorry.
warn. No, that's fine. I think that's why we're such close friends. I would warn people that.
Well, I'm that way with you. I'm not that way with when I meet somebody for the first few times.
I guess. Me neither.
Yes, but kinda.
Yeah, I am a little bit.
A little
I can
bit.
see what you're saying.
It depends on the scenario.
Yeah. I would warn people, and this almost seems more of a compliment than anything, is that you are smarter than them. And so it's like...
So you're trying to make people hate me.
yeah, of course.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
No, it's like you will say something that they probably won't understand. and maybe it comes off in a way that is negative, but you have to look a couple layers deeper because it is just like a smart thing. It's hard to explain.
You can't think of an example of
I
this.
can, actually.
You can?
Yes.
Well, please do share.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago when...
But keep it quick. We got more questions.
Okay, when I closed the open mic, you would come. Very nice of you. And we were talking to some of the other comics, I put that in quotes, outside, and you were making some jokes, right?
Okay.
And they didn't understand them. I thought they were funny. They didn't understand them. And so I don't know if you remember, I almost like qualified after you would say something.
Yes,
I would like
sure.
add a stupid joke
Sure.
to like let them know what you
so
were saying.
I can laugh and it's like, oh, it's all jokes.
And so they understand what you were saying. Because
I see, I
oftentimes what
see.
you say is funny, but people don't get it because they're idiots. And so then I'm glad you asked for an example. We were outside with these two guys, you remember, and you would
Yeah, I
say
do.
something, and they would have no response, and then I would make the stupid version of that joke that you made, and they would get it.
Well, great. This podcast should work out great.
Yeah. I think that's it, maybe. I don't know. Oftentimes,
That's crazy. That's funny, though.
I tell people you monologue a lot. Maybe that's the surface level.
Yes. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Just gab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that too, but which makes for a perfect podcast.
But I won't listen.
Yeah, well, of course. Yeah, why would you?
Is Taylor going to pursue being a professional comedian?
Can I ask who that's from?
Noah.
Am I going to pursue it? I'm not going to not pursue it.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that looks like. I don't think many guys are trying to pursue a comedy career with a wife and 2 young children.
Yep.
Like if something happens, that's awesome, and I'm not turning down opportunities.
Right.
And whatever, But I haven't been posting anything on my Instagram. I haven't, whatever,
You're not
If it
expecting.
happens, of course I'm not expecting. If you're expecting it as like a open
It's
micer
crazy.
who's been doing it for 4 months, then you're an idiot. How would you describe yourself in 3 words? Disagreeable, hostile, what was it? Abrasive? I don't. What was it? Do you remember, Trace?
They weren't
Definitely
that negative.
disagreeable.
Disagreeable was one of them, but they weren't negative. It was like forthright, honest,
And aggressive, I think, was the other one.
aggressive. Sometimes you're a little aggressive, but that's not how I would.
Could not
if I had
be
to sum you up in
misconstrued as
3
negative.
words, actually. Oh God, do you have any ideas for yourself? I need more time
Father,
because I want to do something
Son.
good, but.
Holy Spirit.
All right.
Definitely would describe. I don't know. My descriptions of myself, what I would like to be known for is like father. That would be number 1, or maybe number 2, husband. They're silly. Like, so if we're not going those words, I would
because
say-
you'd be summing up a million people.
How would I describe myself? I would describe myself with no shame. Funny.
Shameless, funny.
Shamelessly would be funny, extroverted.
That's 3.
Hmm?
That's 3.
Funny and extroverted?
Shameless, funny, extroverted.
Oh, I was saying if we're doing shameless words.
Oh, okay. I'm
Like,
sorry.
because with shame, I wouldn't describe myself as funny. But shamelessly, I would describe myself
I
as
see
funny.
what you're saying. I thought you were saying you were shameless.
Oh, no. And third word would be shameless. Just kidding. Third word. Do you have any for you? Can I think of a third while you go?
Yeah, okay,
Okay.
I'll try. I'll just try. This is so stupid.
I think loving would be my third.
Longing.
I'm going to go loving for third.
Okay.
I
That's
love
good.
that
Yeah, that's
because
good.
I'm loving.
You are loving.
Thanks.
I'll say
That's so gay. I hate that I said
longing,
that. Uh-huh.
sated,
I don't think I know what that word means.
and paradoxical.
All right, smart guy over here. And something I would warn
So
you about. if you're
stupid.
going
I'm
to
sorry.
make
I don't
right-
know how to answer that.
No, what's the
question.
second word? It's not conceited.
Sated.
Conceited? Or
Sated.
just sated.
Just
what does that
sated.
mean?
Means like satisfied, satiated.
Oh, I know what satiated means. If you could have any celebrity, dead or alive, on the show, who would it be?
Well, they're celebrities, so they're not local artists. But there's a couple guys that immediately spring to mind, but then I am so terrified about if I would be a to them,
Well,
or
in this
if
situation, it's a perfect
I would
situation.
leave it being like, oh, damn.
No, this is a perfect world in this question. You do well. You crush it with them, even.
I like Leonard Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jeff Buckley.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Nora McDonald.
I said Norm Macdonald. You said.
Sometimes you can't come up with anything worth sharing. But don't worry, baby, 'cause there's already people that have written some really good stuff. You can just use it and kind of act like you came up with it, baby. Yeah. It's the same as sampling another song in rap music. Don't criticize me. Now it's time to read some poetry.
I'm excited about this. I would like to say before we do this, we have a couple other questions from
We do have more
another
questions
guy that I would like to get to.
Okay.
Not that they're good questions. Sorry, CJ. But because he's my friend and he offered some
you
questions.
read and answer them, and I'm gonna make another drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't worry about it though.
Okay.
Just do it.
All right. These come from CJ Kaiserman. Okay, well, it takes a while for Frank to get past that camera. Oh, we have another one from Slade_ER that says, guess Frank's waist size. In parentheses, it's definitely over 40. It's not over 40. I'm going to guess it's
Way over 40.
38, 46.
I don't know, probably around there.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't had anything over a 30 my entire life, so from 30 to 38 seems insane, but... that's inappropriate. Slade_ER. We're not gonna.
At a certain point of getting fat and having to wear pants with your waist, there's two waists you can count. There's your belly waist, like a normal man's waist,
Then right under your belly.
or there's where your belly hooks back in underneath. There's another waist, and
Two waists.
I don't know the exact size. I just know that once you're at around 38, 40, 42. And beyond, you better start wearing stretchy waistbands.
I see.
So I don't really know the answer to that question, Slade. I appreciate it.
Do you?
I do.
Same way you appreciate Dylan asking if you've had a finger up your butt. And that's how you do a callback, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, yeah, I'm happy to answer their question.
Okay, this one's from CJ Kaiserman. You've met CJ.
Mm-hmm.
How do you win your ex back?
Is he serious?
He's very serious.
You like get in with her friends somehow. Can't be you. If you have a gay friend, maybe employ him to do this. Get in with her
I
friends.
have a theory that CJ's gay.
Start. So maybe this will just work. Do it yourself. DIY. You
He's
get in
not.
with her
He's not.
friends.
Come on,
You
buddy.
set her up with somebody who is really, really bad.
Uh-huh.
You not too bad. Like surface level seems okay, but they get into the relationship and it's bad.
Uh-huh.
And then once that breaks up, you in that span of time, you've gotten in much better shape. You've found more money
He's in pretty good shape. I don't think
by
he has money
however
though,
you
but-
can,
Yeah.
and you pretend as hard as possible to be the person that she wanted you to be in the first place. That's what I would say. If you
That's good.
genuinely want to try to do that.
Yeah. I think the problem with
It's
this
a
one is
stupid
she had
question, though.
moved. She moved to Florida.
Oh, just move to Florida. What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He just moved to Florida.
You could have saved me a lot of time.
Well, yeah, you monologue. So
Taylor's top 5.
no, we can move on.
Pretty sure it's Taylor's top 5.
Oh my God,
Heard
you
him
hear
lately
it.
it's Taylor's top 5.
Taylor's top 5.
I don't know that it's Taylor's top 5.
Brought in the guest.
It's
Taylor's top 5. Peas and carrots and ad lib.
Oh my goodness.
Taylor's top 5. Taylor's top 5.
It's actually Taylor's top 5. What? Oh my God, you haven't heard?
Taylor's top 5. Here, let's hear. Taylor, tell us what your top 5 is.
Thank you, Mrs. Sinclair.
Damn it. Okay, I'll read the poems after you're done.
Yeah, who would have thought we had too much material?
Not me.
No, we'll do the poems, okay? But since we're on it, let's do the top 5. Taylor's top 5 this week is top 5 toilet paper alternatives.
There's 5 of those?
Oh yeah, baby. Coming in at number
Damn.
5, we have just the hand. It's not great, but it's always there.
Respectable.
You don't need to, you don't need to worry about anything else. The hand's always there.
You know what's funny about the world we live in today?
What's that?
Is most of the situations, like in our lives, where there wouldn't be toilet paper and you'd have to use your hand,
Mhm.
it'd still be a sink.
Yeah, it's true.
Might even be a shower.
Might even.
So I'm pro using the hand.
Yeah,
That's
hand
great.
comes in number 5. Look, it's sort of last option.
It's not ideal.
It's not ideal, but it's you're never gonna not have it unless you don't have a hand, then, or 2 hands, I guess. Then I apologize. Then use your hook. The hook actually might be really good. I like the hook. That actually might be number 5. If you have lost a hand and you have a hook, that's number 5. Number 4, we have clothing. You probably have to throw the clothes away, but it's a nice feel on the bottom. And oftentimes when you're in the bathroom, at least in my bathroom, there is clothes there. It's handy. You probably lose a shirt or a sock or a pair of underwear to the garbage.
Probably.
Maybe.
It
I mean, the
depends.
washing machines these days are doing incredible work.
Cold water
Yeah.
cleans the whole thing.
But probably you're losing
It
a shirt.
probably doesn't in reality, folks, but
You're losing
That's
a
fine.
shirt, but it feels nice on the bum, and it's accessible most of the time in the potty room, in the little boy's room.
okay.
Number 3 is a washcloth. That way you can just poop in the shower. Sort of a double whammy there. You don't have to go in the toilet. You can go in the shower and then washcloth right out.
I've
Little
actually-
waffle stomp. You know about the waffle stomp?
I've actually had the guard for the drain removed
Just so you can.
just to make it easier.
Yeah, it is easier.
Yeah, expedite.
I found that to be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Coming
Brush
in
some teeth.
at number 2.
I'm ready to go in 5 minutes in the morning.
That's right. Brush
Okay.
teeth in the shower, a little squat right down there.
I actually try to affix the perimeter of my asshole directly,
Have you seen the
All right, I'm
Seinfeld
sorry.
episode where
and then
Kramer puts
I pull up the shower stopper so it. No, I'm sorry.
Kramer puts a food disposal in his shower so he can cook while he's taking a shower? But that's like for
God.
pooping. You just go down, and then, well, when you turn it on, it probably blasts back up. So coming in number 2 on top 5 toilet paper alternatives, we have just a solid. You just poop a solid log. You don't have to wipe. Right? You feel it coming out. It's solid. Boop.
Oh,
At the end, you know you don't need to do it. I would say that's
the near ineffable air dry.
yes.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That comes in number 2.
That's how you know you're having a great day.
Yes. Yeah. Not a little piece hanging on to the hair surrounding. It's great.
Yeah, your cousin could die and in the same day.
Yeah. You're like, but
Well,
the poop this morning.
things
was
aren't always-
unbelievable. Yeah.
It's gonna be okay.
Number 1, and this feels like an easy number 1 and not a funny number 1, just the bidet.
Yeah, well, that's the only other actual.
Hold on. The washcloth is great. The hand is great.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Top 5? I don't know. But this top 5 implies that toilet paper is the mountain on the hill.
Bidet may be better than the mountain on the hill.
But you wouldn't
maybe.
want to have no toilet paper with a bidet.
Yeah, I still like to take a square and dab to dry. How do
That's
you
good.
wipe? Show me.
No, I'm not
Show
going
me.
to talk about how I
Show me how
It's
you wipe.
disgusting.
Is it from front?
I'll tell
is it
you
from back to
I'll-
front or front to back?
I will tell you. It's all the obvious ones. It's the optimal way. It's easy.
It's one of these.
But it used to be when I was a kid because just nobody told me. I used to stand up to wipe.
Oh, you don't get full spreadage.
No, it's
standing
a
up.
terrible way to do it.
It is.
But
I still crumple. A lot of people fold. I just grab and crumple.
So that's good. That's all good. It's time for some poetry,
Don't
everybody.
shut me down when I'm on a roll, baby. Come on.
It's time for some poetry, though, because we already missed
We
the
did.
other segment. I had to move the other segment. I'm sorry I put the segments too early. I want to read to you 2 poems, both by my favorite poet, as a guy that doesn't like poetry, is not into poetry, generally, unless it's a song. I'm trying to find a way to smoothly transition to genuinely reading a lovely poem from
After top 5 toilet paper.
the questions, the
Whatever.
top 5.
No, hit it. Come on.
Okay, so here's a poem for you all. Bluebird by Charles Bukowsky. I had started. Sorry. Bluebird by Charles Bukowski. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay in there. I'm not going to let anybody see you. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I pour whiskey on him and inhale cigarette smoke, and the whores and the bartenders and the grocery clerks never know that he's in there. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too tough for him. I say, stay down. Do you want to mess me up? Do you want to screw up the works? Do you want to blow my book sales in Europe? There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out, but I'm too clever. I only let him out at night sometimes, when everybody's asleep. I say, I know that you're there, so don't be sad. Then I put him back, but he's singing a little in there. I haven't quite let him die, and we sleep together like that with our secret pact. And it's nice enough to make a man weep, but I don't weep. Do you?
Is that it?
Bluebird by Charles Bukowski.
Beautiful. I think I understand it, and I think you understand it.
I don't understand.
I think you relate to it.
I don't think there's too much to understand.
No, it's pretty easy to
Yeah.
understand.
But I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, I think you like you. I mean, you obviously like it.
I love it.
I think you like it.
What do you mean?
I think you like.
Yeah, I really like it.
I think you like it.
Like it moves me,
I think you like it.
moves a man to weep.
But
But I don't weep.
not
Do you?
gay. You don't weep. You don't let that bluebird out. I'm not sure if that's what it means. Really, it's like maybe the real side of him that he doesn't want people to know, right?
Sensitivity, perhaps.
Yeah, it's been
potentially-
vulnerable.
Yeah, right. He lets it out at night when other people are not around. Yeah, he wants to be the strong sort
Yeah,
of
he doesn't let himself
specific.
feel how he feels
Yeah.
because people will crush him
Yeah.
in their hands for a
Really,
joke.
Yeah.
I have
That's
one
very
more
nice.
poem. to
Yeah.
read.
And Did you just do
And if I do
segment
this,
because you wanted to read a couple poems?
yes, I love these poems.
Maybe we have your mom on next time we do this segment.
Well, so yeah, if we do reading poems again, either I'll write a poem or you
like
might
poems. I
maybe
just didn't
you
know
write a poem. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
My mom writes poetry.
I wrote a poem for an ex-girlfriend one time.
That's perfect.
And
that
I
kind
read
of
it to
stuff.
her.
Yeah, that's if you could find that somehow, that'd be amazing.
I don't.
Yeah,
it's
I doubt
something
it.
like you are the night sky.
Oh my God!
And
Save
then
it, save it.
Like,
I
don't
still
know
have
the
another.
rest. I don't know. Okay,
Well, write a poem.
Okay,
That's
I'll write a
beautiful.
poem.
Okay,
That was a good
we'll all
line.
write some poems.
She
okay.
didn't respond the way I was hoping.
When we do this segment eventually again in the future, I'll either read like not bad poetry, but maybe I'll read
do I have a book for you?
like feminist, you know what I mean, like all sorts of
My
different
period
stuff.
blood on the wall
Yeah.
means I'm a warrior.
Exactly, Kanye West lyrics, this kind of thing. If I find better,
Okay, let's not throw strays at Kanye.
you're
He's
such a
genius.
fucking hoe.
That's
I
not his
love
song.
it.
Come on, that's not his song.
Well, but it's stuff like that.
Okay, hit it with a hit.
All right, here's the last poem.
Okay.
And thank you for indulging me. I really do appreciate it.
No, I love poetry. I love good poetry.
I love
The
poetry
juxtaposition
too.
between like and
so
I've
much
used
of
that
it
word a
is
couple times.
bad though.
Yes, the juxtaposition between how much I hate bad poetry and
Yeah.
how much I love good poetry.
And I don't know how I can tell the difference really.
That's just what you like.
It's just exactly, which
Yeah.
makes me think how can I say it's bad poetry, but
Bluebird's a good
I
one.
just can tell. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, who's this next one by?
For the second poem I'll be reading is also by Charles Bukowsky.
And he's sort of a unknown guy.
He was. I don't want to go into his story. Read his books. Read his books.
Yeah.
They're really fucking good.
They're good.
His poetry is good. You can look it up on YouTube. He did live readings where he'd get drunk in front of a theater full of just fucking other drunk people and read them poems, and it was crazy. Really cool. Late 80s, I think, is when he had some prominence, but he was always whatever. I'm doing it now.
What do we got?
Okay.
One?
Charles Bukowski. Style. Style. Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dull thing with style is preferable to doing a dangerous thing without it. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art. Bullfighting can be an art. Boxing can be an art. Loving can be an art. Opening a can of sardines can be an art. Not many have style. Not many can keep style. I have seen dogs with more style than men, although not many dogs have style. Cats have it with abundance. When Hemingway put his brains to the wall with a shotgun, that was style. Or sometimes people give you style. Joan of Arc had style. John the Baptist, Jesus, Socrates, Caesar, Garcia Lorca. I have met men in jail with style. I have met more men in jail with style than men out of jail. Style is the difference. A way of doing, a way of being done. 6 Hurons standing quietly in a pool of water. Or you, naked, walking out of the bathroom without seeing me. That might be pronounced herons. Damn it. I fucked it up.
I would like somebody from a few years ago to replace style with swag and then redo that entire poem. Yo, I've seen homies up in jail with swag.
Yeah. I have seen dogs with swag, but not many dogs have swag.
Cats have swag. That's how I... They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Somebody could make that if they want to.
That's good. I
Yeah.
like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I love that poem.
I like that segment. I like the first poem better, I think. But I did like the second one.
I don't know how much to share something serious because I don't want to just shit on people. I like shitting on people a lot.
Of course. But the talking bad about people is a lot more interesting when you have been genuine about other people. Right?
It's like the decree: hate what is evil, love what is good.
Yeah. Do you want to get to? I think there's maybe one more question.
Yeah, let's do one more question.
Okay. Do you have another one? It seemed like you had a few on there.
I had one from my wife. What's the worst middle name?
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's answer one more.
I don't know, though.
Or
I
maybe
don't know
answer
what
both.
it is.
I mean, if you want to do names
Stewart. I don't know.
like dumb
There's lots of
dumb
shitty
idiot
names.
or something.
An awesome middle name would be fucking. Like, my name is Adam fucking Watson.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay, another question from CJ Kaiserman, which this one's fine. CJ, ask better
Oh yeah.
questions.
Well,
next
we
week.
helped. We helped him out.
We did help him out. He probably is back with his ex right now.
You could just move, or she could move back.
He's going to move. But he's not moving to Florida though. So I don't know.
Well,
CJ,
whatever.
love you, buddy.
Yeah, talk shit about us on your podcast. We'll start a local podcast war.
Yeah, go watch CJ's podcast called CJ Unplugged. So the other question he has is best and worst parts / things about Spokane.
I don't know. Spokane is like
Steak is back at it, folks. Just
there kind of is the spectrum of best and worst. It doesn't get as good as some places get, I think.
yeah, it's not. Big
But it
enough to
also
do
doesn't
that.
get as bad as some other places get.
Uh-huh.
I think it's just for the U.S. sometimes it feels kind of extreme one way or the other, but I don't know. I think it's
I love Spokane.
it's a very good place. Yeah, I love
I
Spokane
feel like
too.
a lot of people like to hate on where they're from.
Well, I
just as
hate the
sort of a-
Spokane doesn't suck thing. Because
Yeah,
there's ways where it's like,
well,
this
definitely.
shit sucks.
Everywhere sucks a little bit.
Yeah.
Almost anywhere people are from, they're like, oh, they all have these inside jokes about why the place is so horrible. I like Spokane. CJ, I like Spokane. Thank you for asking that question. I like that your outros are always very Matis Yahoo.
Just wait.
Jerusalem, if I forget you.
Taylor, you can now improvise a song.
That's not the outro.
rest of this outro.
Oh, it is the outro.
Tune on your vocals too, don't worry about it.
It starts now.
I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna improvise a song. But luckily I've got auto-tune, and hopefully it doesn't go too long.
How could you have so many things to say during the scripted portion where I'd already recorded something and nothing to say for the allotted portion in which you're meant to improvise?
To be fair to me, I didn't know I was going. I would have saved them if I knew I was going to have to.
Well, I
improvise.
tried to indicate to you, just wait, wait. You should have just done the Matisse Yahoo rap thing.
Oh, I liked actually my song at the end there.
Well, yeah, it's
I was
good.
happy with it.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Thank
I'll try
you
not
guys.
to talk so much during.
No.
your jingles.
Okay.
Look, I didn't know it was coming. I didn't know. Come on.
Thank you guys
yeah,
for watching.
Yeah. Thank
This
you.
one's done.
Cut that out.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.